Hi and welcome to Hitch Up and Tow. Today I want to show you our latest purchase and the reason for it. Yes, we are talking awnings, and before I go any further I'd like to say we're not sponsored by anybody, and all these opinions are mine and mine alone. When we first got a caravan, we needed everything. The problem was we didn't know what we wanted. So for an awning, we plumped for a full steel frame awning. I think it was a 4-season, I'm not sure. And it was lovely, great awning. The only downside, it had two bad things about it really. One, it was extremely heavy, and two, I couldn't put it up on my own. But we enjoyed it and we used it until the kids stopped coming away with us and Coral was in a wheelchair. That was it then, we couldn't use it anymore, so had to sell it. Someone got quite a good bargain out of that one. And I'll try to put a photo in here or there somewhere if I find a photo of the full awning we had. By this time though, air awnings had hit the market, so we decided to get one. It was a lot lighter than the last awning. Also the fabric was thinner, more of a summer awning, which was fine by us because we only ever used it in the summer anyway. It was a lot easier to put up and I could do it on my own. But again, there was two downsides to it. It only came with a hand pump, and me with heart disease, I was getting out of breath pumping it up. So it would have been nice if it came with an electric pump. The second downside of it, the awning itself was what I would call a quadrant style awning. You know, the quarter circle, which is fine. But the air beams seemed to take up a lot of space inside. So that was the other downside. But apart from that, the awning was fine. Like I say, a lot lighter, a lot easier to put up. And we had that for a few years. But when it got damaged and we had to replace it, I thought we'll go for the same style, same design, but we'll go for a fiberglass pole instead of air beams. And I found this one quicker to put up, and I think it was also lighter. I'll see if I got a photo of that awning as well. The only trouble is, our last trip out before the big sea happened, we'd used the awning, and yes, you've guessed it, I must have put it away a bit damp. Because the time we got it out, we opened it and found mould. I thought, not to worry, take it home, get it cleaned up, and see how it goes. Then Coral and I were talking and saying how little we actually used it. If the sun was out, we sat outside in the sun. When the sun went down, it got a bit cool, we went inside the caravan. So really, the awning was just used as a dumping ground. But what we've found over the last few years is our summers have got quite hot. I think the last couple of years we've been in the mid-30s, which is hot for us over here. And we could have done with some shade. So we thought maybe go for a canopy instead. Because I don't know if many of you have got a Bailey caravan, but in summer, if you sit inside one of them with the big windows at the front, it's like sitting in a greenhouse. So it's nice to sit outside, but you do need the shade. So we've gone for a canopy. We had a look at a few and decided I just wanted something simple. Something I could slide into the awning rail and have a couple of poles and some guy ropes at the other end to support it. I didn't want one of those which was permanently in the awning rail, because I was always worried about the weight of the awning bouncing up and down in the awning rail as you're driving down the road. I thought maybe it's putting a little bit too much stress on it? I don't know, but that was my thinking. So I thought, no, we just go for a really bog standard awning, and this is the one we got. There we go. It is a Sunshield 280, which means it's 280 centimeters in width or whatever. It's, I think, 218 centimeters coming away from the caravan. So it's, you know, it's a fair size. It's not as big as our last quadrant awning. They were 390 centimeters, I think. So it's a little bit smaller, but it's only there for a sunshade. For the technical bit, it's flame retardant, it's waterproof, and it's Protec 300D fabric. Not sure what that means. With UPF 50 plus protection. So there we go. Now we got this from suncamp.co.uk. I had to look there for a minute. I will put the link in the description below. And it only cost us about 100 quid. So not too worried if it doesn't last that long. All we want is shade. I will show it erected at the first possible opportunity I get, but that will probably be next year now. There is a question I want to ask people who have canopies, and that is, do you leave them up overnight, or do they need to be taken down? I presume, of course, it's a lot to do with weather, the same as any awning, but I just think if it's, you know, a nice summer's day and the evening's going to be fine, do you leave them out or do you take them down? If anyone knows, or anyone does, just let us know in the comments below. If you think helpful, sorry for that. Thank you for watching and listening to me drone on about different awnings and the ones we've had over the years. Maybe I should call this video Yawning Under the Awning. Now that's a thought. Anyway, thanks a lot and bye for now.